In this tip, I'm talking about turning your arms off when you hit the ball. So if you followed me for any period of time, you will know that I don't want you hitting or helping the ball in any way with your arms. All right, so hitting would be here, right at the top, trying to hit that ball. Right here, this is what I used to do for many, many years. Right here, I was trying to help the shot. So I was trying to give it extra, trying to accelerate the golf club. All right, so the day I got this, I completely turned my arms off. In no way was I trying to pull the club down or help the shot in any way with my arms. So I call that powerless arms when you swing. All right, so one of the things I want you to, if you're trying to get this, which I would advise, because then you have an effortless swing and you have it for life. So you want to start working on that, but you got to get your arms out. So what I want you to do is recognize where your arms are turning on. What sort of level are you at with your arm strength as you swing the golf club? All right, so here's what I'm getting at right here. If we do a setup, okay? So you go to set up to the ball like this. First off, right here, I want you to feel like your arms are at 0. All right, in no way am I all locked up, tight arms before I even take the golf club back. So I'm literally draining all the energy out of my arms as I set up to this ball. So, I'm doing my setup, got my grip on like this. The last thing I check, so I go like this, I lift my club up, and when I let it hit the ground like that, I'm draining all the energy out of my arms. Okay, so I go like this. It's just a little habit I've gotten into. So I get ready like this, I lift it up, I go like that, and that just reminds me to drain all the energy out of my arms. All right, so that's its setup. Now, as you go into the early stages of the backswing, are you locking up right away as you go back? So here's what I'm getting at there. So I've seen a ton of people do this. So might be in a decent setup like this. They go to take it back, and then all of a sudden they lock everything up because they're trying to hinge the golf club right away, right here. Okay, they're trying to hinge it. Okay. So right there, I can feel my arms radiating right here. So in no way do I do that either. Okay, so I am letting my body work my club back. So I'm sitting here like this, I get ready. Now to take it back, I'm not using my arms, all right? I'm starting to coil up my body. Well, my arms are attached to my body. So if I move my body, my arms will move. All right, so in no way do I want to lock everything up right away here. Okay, so into the future, maybe you think like that. You get into your setup and then just feel like your body is taking the club back. You could work it back a bunch of times like that. Different ways you can use your body to take it back. You could be thinking, take your forward shoulder, turn your shoulder back, turn your back to the target. You could turn your hips. You could lift your heel. All of those things get your body moving. Well, just again, arms are connected to your body. So if you move your body, your arms will move because they're connected. See, my arm is moving. I'm not moving my arm. This would be moving my arm with no body. All right, so check your effort level right in the early stages of the swing. Totally relaxed at setup. Work it back with your body. Very relaxed right into here because you're turning your body, arms would be very relaxed. All right, next part would be up at the very top of the backswing. So you're getting up to the top, you're ready to go. Here I am, right here. Man, I feel like I'm really gonna hit this one. Yeah, everything's all locked up. All right, so, when you hit the top like that, just try to recognize, did you lock everything up? And, what sort of scale are you at from, 1 out of 10, okay? Are you getting up to the top like this and you're at 10 out of 10 right here? 10 out of 10? If you're 10 out of 10, you're gonna use your arms to hit that golf ball, Okay, I am very relaxed when I'm throughout this whole backswing. So I hit the top right there. You know, I'm holding on, but my arms aren't all locked up. Okay, so you want to just drain that energy out of your arms when you get to the top of your backswing right here. All right, so that'll put you in a great position to be able to start down without trying to hit or right here help your shots. All right, so we've covered setup, kind of takeaway, top of the backswing. Now, as soon as you come down, again, this is where your arms would tighten if you are thinking, I'm gonna hit that ball. Okay, so hit is gonna lock everything up. Okay, so you gotta stop thinking like that. I am not hitting anything. I'm doing a movement. I do a movement, the ball is in the way of that movement. I'm going from point A over to point B, and I know the ball will be hit. So I am not trying to hit anything. All right, and I know that's logical. It makes sense. That's because of human nature. There's an object sitting right there. Your brain is saying you're gonna hit that thing and hit it as hard as you possibly can. That is human nature, so you have to go against human nature. Again, I'm not thinking that way. I'm thinking, here I am, I'm gonna set my backswing. From here, I'm gonna go right through to my follow through. Okay, in no way am I thinking here. If this is point A and this is point B, that would be point A and a half. So why would I think about point A and a half? I need to be thinking about going way over here to my follow through. All right, so if you can kind of think a little bit differently, then hopefully you can drain the energy out of your arms so you're not trying to, you know, hit hard. All right, so relax your arms at the top and, you know, just start hitting balls and doing easy swings with this stuff. Like, don't think that you have to get this stuff in like 2 seconds, okay? You might have to work on it. Here I am, right here. Just do easy swings for a bit, just to get that thought of hitting anything out of your swing, okay? If hitting isn't working and you've been working on your swing for 10, 20, 30 years, then try something new. Try to not hit, okay? I know all about it because pre-1998, I was trying to, hit it too, right here. I was helping. My arms were all locked up. So that brings us to our next part, right here, okay? Right here, you will know if you're trying to accelerate the golf club, trying to give it extra, trying to hit it, okay? Or help it. So if you're doing that, you will know that. So you got to tell yourself, again, you're not going to give it extra. You're not going to help the shot, all right? You're going to let the club go wherever it wants to go, all right? The day I got this was just, oh my God. I was hitting the ball everywhere. I went from that to that instantly. It took me 3 practice swings to get it. I did 3 practice swings thinking right here, instead of helping, I would just let the club go wherever it wanted to go. Well, if I'm letting it go wherever it wanted to go, why would I be twisting the face all over the place? I wouldn't do that. So the mass would just keep repeating. All right, so I reduced these sideways shots I kept hitting because I turned my arms off. All right, so recognize right here, are your arms tightening because you're trying to help the shot? Again, nice and easy. Do your setup right here, nice and easy. Hit some easy ones. Get this thought that right here, you're just gonna let it go all the way through. All right, so again, this is all about turning your arms off, okay? This is totally different for you if you've never done this before, all right? It feels weird, feels different, you're not good at it, but you've seen players, let's say Freddie Couples, everybody marvels at his swing, looks like he's barely hitting it. Yeah, went to the senior tour, still hitting it, probably one of the longest hitters on the senior tour. And now he's like 65 or something like that, 67, something like that. And he's still hitting it a long way. We're getting this type of swing because we want a swing for life, okay? You don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to be playing in pain. You want to be able to hit the ball a long way for life, and it just feels effortless. Feels like you're not doing anything. You look up and you keep hitting these amazing shots. All right, so you got to do something different though. So start recognizing, are you turning your arms on somewhere in your swing? Okay, and I guarantee you it's going to be even tighter with a driver. Okay, you're going to be up here because everybody wants to hit it hard. I'm going to hit that. As soon as you do that, you've locked everything up. There is no way on earth you are going to get an effortless golf swing if you keep doing that. Again, right here, driver, I was trying to help it. Okay, you just got to let it go wherever it wants to go. In no way are you hitting or helping the shot. Okay, so again, it's totally weird, totally different. But when I got it, it was like, wow. You know, just minimal effort, and you know, I'm just hitting it unreal. Feels like nothing. And I know you've experienced that before in your life, because everybody I ask, they tell me they've hit that one shot 30 to 50 yards farther and it felt like nothing. So if we've already done it, you need to keep feeling nothing, okay, throughout your whole swing. So start recognizing, where are your arms tightening? Okay, is it in the beginning? When you set up, are you all locked? Are you tightening them to take it back? Are you tightening them here, trying to whack at the ball? Are you here trying to help it, give it extra? Okay, recognize where it's happening. Do some nice, relaxed, easy swings. You know, try to change the thought. Try to think now, I'm going from here, point A, over to point B. I don't care what happens with the ball. You're going to just let the club go through. Hey, if you hit it, you hit it. If you don't, who cares? There's a whole bunch of more balls right here. So try again. So you don't care what's happening with the ball. You just let it go. And that's one of the things, you know, I get people trying this stuff. They try 3 times and then they quit. It's like, you know, I was already a good player when I got this. The piece for me was I was trying to hit it. Nobody ever said to me, don't hit it with your arms. So if you don't tell me that, right here, I'm going to try and bust it as hard as I can. The day I stopped doing that was a totally different swing, and that's what I'm trying to relate to you, okay? How I got it. Okay, so it's a totally weird experience, but you've done it once before. So I'm just trying to get you to keep doing it, all right? So recognize your arm strength, start taking them out. I'm telling you, you get these arms out, you'll then start using your body, then you'll build a swing for life. I truly hope you've enjoyed this tip. You know, I've been teaching a powerful, effortless, pain-free golf swing now since 1991. If you'd like to learn this type of swing, then click on this link right here, or click the link in the description below, and I'll send you some free samples of my body swing book and video series that take you step by step by step through how to build a powerful, effortless, pain-free golf swing.